Hello everyone and welcome to the next in our series of daily origami for YouTube. Today we're going to continue with our theme of looking at some traditional origami, and we're going to make a frog, and this frog is actually, I think, Chinese in origin. It's said to be kind of like a jumping frog, but I'd probably just say a moving frog because it kind of just glides more than it jumps, depending on how you're doing things. But it is sort of an action origami. It's a lot of fun and not too difficult to make. So you're going to be just using square paper. I'm sorry. I'm using 15 by 15 centimeter paper. You can use any size. I'll let you guys know the dimensions of the frog when we're done if you're trying to make something a specific size for a special project. What you want to do is start here with your color side facing down, and I just need some preliminary creases in my paper by folding in half vertically and horizontally. And then what we're going to do is get to a blintz base by folding all these points in. So I'll get these two creases started. And then we're going to take each of the four corners and fold into the center. And you can use those creases on either side as a guide. Keep your little triangle within those two creases, of course. So get all four of these corners folded into the middle. So you get a nice little square shape like this. I'm going to flip it over for a second, and I want to go ahead and take and fold two of these corners towards the center. Okay, keep the center line in mind and fold both of these in. So you get something that looks like a house. Flip it back over again, and I'm going to take each of the outer edges and fold them into the center. Now you're going to be creating a crease, an edge right here that's even with the edge of that paper, and you should keep this bottom edge nice and even with itself as we make this fold. So I'll do both sides. Just make sure everything's nice and smooth. There's a little bit of layers of paper here, so you want to try and make sure everything is nice and smooth when you fold it over. Then I'm going to take the bottom edge and fold straight up so that that center part gets folded in half. We'll bring that edge right up to those bottoms of those triangles there. I'm going to take each of these flaps and fold them down, creating a triangle. Now that I've got both of those creases, I'm just going to pinch right on the top of that triangle and pull that layer of paper free. And then once I've done that, you can fold it straight down if you want to. I'm going to do the same thing on this side too. Pop that layer free. And then we're going to take this edge and fold it up instead of down. And you'll be making a new crease there, so smooth it out really good when you do that. Get a nice good crease going. Then I'm going to flip everything over. And I want to take up here and take the flap that you see and fold it straight up so that we get a nice little triangle shape, and I'll do the same thing on this side. Open it back out, and I'm going to take the area that you see here. There's a seam of paper here. I'm going to open up both of these pockets from either side if you can, kind of get it started. Once you get both of them opened up a little, you can put a little pressure on that tip, push straight up. What we want to do is push straight up so that that edge lines up at the top here. This side should smush down fairly easily because of the edge there, and there is an edge here too. You just need to make sure that the paper gets smoothed out so we can get that nice little rectangle of shape. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. So again, I'm just kind of popping open these air pockets on the sides, pushing straight up and smushing down. And just make sure on this one that you're really getting this part pulled up again so that you're getting a nice crease that goes right into the corner there. So you get two little rectangles on either side. And that is our little finished froggy. And then if you give him a good little bit of air from underneath, I don't know, if you get him at the right angle, he might jump. Let's see. Okay, he just scooted really fast, so I don't know if you can get him to actually jump. I think it's more of a scooting frog than anything. So the basic dimensions for this guy are about 10 centimeters wide and about 8 centimeters long. And you can definitely play around with this and make different sizes and see which ones go farther. You know, if little small ones move more or if bigger ones move more. It can be a kind of fun little project to do, especially with kids. And that gives you our finished project for today. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.